Welcome back, viewers. You're watching The Savera and I'm Shefali. A massive nationwide strike has been called for tomorrow, that's July 9, with more than 25 crore workers from across the country expected to participate. The strike is being organized by 10 central trade unions and their affiliated organizations in protest against the central government's policies, which they ally are anti-worker, anti-farmer and pro-corporate. The impact of the strike could be significant, potentially affecting key services such as banking, postal operations, coal mining, insurance, construction and government-run transport across several states. Amarjit Kaur of All Indian Trade Union Congress has stated that workers from various sectors including banks, post office, coal mines, insurance companies, factories and transport services will join the strike. In addition to workers, farmers and rural labourers have also extended their support. While the strike is intended to be nationwide, certain sectors such as Indian Railways and tourism have been kept out of its scope. Trade unions argue that the central government's recent labour reforms and economic policies are heavily skewed in favour of corporates. They claim that public sector units are being privatized at the cost of worker job security and that the new labour codes have diluted essential rights such as striking and collective bargaining. According to union leaders, these changes are stripping workers of their legal protections and long-fought benefits. The strike is expected to disrupt essential services. Public sector and corporate banks may either remain closed or operate at limited capacity. Postal services could experience significant delay. Government-run transport services may be suspended in many areas, affecting daily commuters. Coal mining operations might be halted and industrial output could take a hit. Offices of major insurance providers like LIC are also likely to be affected, with minimal operations expected for the day. There is no clear information yet on whether schools and colleges will be closed. However, transportation issues may hinder students and staff from reaching their offices and institutions. It is advisable for students, parents and school authorities to stay in touch with local administration for updates and guidance. Now, the strike has also received support from the Samyukt Kisan Morcha and various agriculture workers' organizations. Now, these groups plan to organize rallies, protests and public meetings. In rural areas, several opposition political parties have also expressed solidarity with the protest, criticizing the government for ignoring the concerns of the working class and farming communities. This is not the first time such a strike has taken place. Similar nationwide protests have occurred in November 2020, March 2022, February 2024. Each of these strikes involved widespread participation and caused disruption across multiple sectors, signaling the persistent unrest among India's labour force. Union leaders have emphasized that the strike will be peaceful and is aimed at drawing the government's attention to the growing distress among workers and farmers. However, given the scale of participation, there could be instances of inconvenience or tension in certain areas. The local administration is likely to monitor the situation closely. So far, there has been no official response from the government regarding the planned strike. In the past, authorities have often labelled such protests as having limited impact. However, the sheer scale of the strike and the participation of farmers along with workers could increase pressure on the central government to address the demands being raised. As July 9 approaches, citizens are advised to prepare for possible disruptions in essential services. It could be wise to avoid unnecessary travel, complete important banking or postal tasks in advance and stay updated with local advisors. While the strike is intended to be a peaceful show of strength and solidarity, it also highlights the growing divide between the working population and government policy makers. That's all for now on this update. Stay tuned to The Savera, download the app and follow us on various social media platforms.